What are some of Mystery's greatest teachings?
Loads of stuff. Being indirect is way better than being direct. He's great routines. He's got IVDs forever. Using his magic illusions is so powerful. He's the best at commanding groups. He can command groups. The things that he said, like speak slower. I speak too fast. Speak slower, but I speak way faster when I'm on interviews than I do when I'm in set.
That's the
But sometimes
interesting
I,
thing because I realize because I do all these interviews and I still edit the videos myself and even YouTube Shorts I now have that more automated. What I would see the difference or hear the difference, but also see it in the editing, the ways that people are speaking. So I found Mystery has a lot of pauses, lots of I don't know how to explain it. And then you and me, we're just like blah 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 blah. And then Russ Jeffries, he uses a lot of crazy pauses, but he can flow for a long time.
yeah,
I could just see the difference between every single person I have ever recorded on Zoom and in the footage, like how people are speaking. And that's what I noticed about Mystery. He has a lot, he speaks very calmly and a lot of
yeah,
pauses like every few words.
and
It's
it
kind of
draws you
funny.
in. It draws you in, but you need pauses. And the right cadence. Don't speak monotone because it's really boring and women will find disinterest. That's why body rocking. I body rock naturally, as you can see. It keeps the interest going. That's why then we bounce and lock in with them. But if you're still all the time, it's really hard to keno as well. So all of a sudden you try to keno and they're freaked out. Oh, that's out of context. So be congruent, one of the C's. But yeah, I try to slow it down as much as possible in set for sure. For sure, it's very important. Mysteries Peacocking works amazing. He's got this new coat that we picked out when we went shopping last, and it is probably the best peacocking for women just coming out going, I love your coat. Can I have a hug? They want to hug him. Also, if it's not particularly that furry, but he's had big furry ones before with the top hats on. And girls that also have furry coats will run up to him like in Vegas, go, I want to hug you. And he can open it up and put them in because he's so massive and hug them, keep them warm.
In
The
Vegas, that's going to
nails.
be overheating.
Oh, dude, Mystery is built for Vegas. He's built for Vegas. That's why we're doing one this year. We love Vegas.
Crazy place. No, it's funny. I went to on Christmas just 2.5 weeks ago. There's a Peruvian tradition called Takanekwi, and it's basically uh, it's more like a Native American mountainy thing where it originates from, and it's where men against men and women against women fighting each other. They just punch each other in the face for like 1 or 2 minutes, and it happens on
Is that not called
Christmas.
marriage?
It's a like 1 minute version, but it's men against men, women against women. But
Right.
yeah, essentially, it's hilarious. That when people were turning up, I was like, "What the fuck are these outfits?" I was like, taking photos and videos, and there was a guy with a bird on his hat, a dead bird, and he just put it on his head, and that is his hat. I'm like, what the fuck? And a few days later, I sent a photo to Mystery, and it's like, what do you think of this peacocking? It's like a literal fucking bird. Like, you shit on
I
me
didn't see
again,
that.
I will kill you and use you as a hat. And then if a bird shits on me, you're the one that gets shit on. It's so fucking random. It's just the funniest thing I ever seen. But the outfits they wear, it's like, holy shit, they really put some
They
effort
peacock.
into this. Yeah, it's like that Peruvian peacocking, and then they punch each other in the face. It's crazy.
I advise anyone that's never tried peacocking, just try it. If you want attention, women will come up to you. They will come up to you doing it. And even if they say weird stuff, they like you. Like Mystery says, you wouldn't go up to a bum and say, you need to dress better, you know, or I hate your shoes. You know, you wouldn't do that. So, you know, it just means that they're interested in you. And
Mm.
then you can talk about it. You know, he has the nails painted sometimes, black, I might add. And it just, I don't know, he really, he has some amazing skill sets. He's got great routines. His way of saying stuff draws them in so much that when he's using his stories and his routines, they're invested in it. And that's what you want. You want someone invested in your stories. I find that men don't practice their stories that much. You know, stories are very powerful tools. And if you get his DHVs in them, you know, leader of men, protector of loved ones, willingness to walk away, willingness to emote, but, you know, all tribal leader, then when you're embedding all this into your stories, they're captivated, you know, they're interested, and interest makes attraction. So yeah, it's great touring around. You know, we have a great laugh. Our methods merge so well. It's great. You know, I use some of his, he uses some of mine. So yeah, we've seen a lot of the world many times over.
Interesting.